guys, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk about the rule of 200. I'm sure that a lot of you guys have heard about that rule before, and maybe you haven't. So there's two types of rules of 200, like the new rule of 200 for real estate, finding out how much home you can afford to buy if you're renting right now. And the other rule is how much money do I need to have saved or invested for me to be able to withdraw money every single month. So you have to come up with a number that is what your goal is, something achievable, maybe a short term, something kind of like a celebration thing to say, I did it, I saved up, I made this much money. Let's say that all you want to do is invest, I don't know, enough money to pull out a Happy Meal. Let's say you want to buy a Happy Meal once a month because you want to be happy on the investments that you made. How much does a Happy Meal cost? Well, it's definitely less than $10, but we'll just go with $10. How much money do you need to have invested in order to make $10 a month? So take your $10 and multiply that by 2. So this is the reason why I multiply by 2. Let me explain this. I multiply my account by 2 because I want to make double the actual amount I want to spend so that I have enough money to reinvest, and I also have enough money to pay my taxes. So I really want $20. But what I want to do is only spend 10. So I tricked myself a little bit with the math. So I'm going to give myself a little more money, a little more cushion, so I can pay Uncle Sam, because you know how greedy he was. He's going to want all your money. So we're going to say 10 times 2, which is $20, and then you're going to multiply it by the magic number of 200. You multiply that by 200, and all you need is $4,000. That's it. $4,000 in your total investments of a high earning dividend stocks, spread out of course. You want to diversify to protect yourself, but let's say that on average all those stocks that you have, they earn you 6%. So you have your $4,000 sitting there in an account looking pretty, and you're like, hey, am I making enough money now so that I can take out $20? Well, in reality, you ain't taking $20, you're only going to take 10, because the other 10 is going to go back into reinvestment so that at the end of the year, when Uncle Sam comes knocking at your door April 15th, you have enough money to pay him. So you take your $4,000 and you multiply times 0.06, which is 6%, and there you go, $240 a year. So that's all before tax. Remember, this number is before tax, plus also remember, you're not taking the full $240 a year. You only need $10 for a Happy Meal and some extras, fries or a soda, or maybe you want to go play a vending machine or something, a little game claw machine or something, some arcade machine, who knows. So you're going to splurge $10 every month to, your kid or something like that. All right, so 240 divided by 12, and there you go, $20. Wow, but we're not going to take the $20. Remember that. Don't take the 20, you only need the 10. You want the other 10 to go back into your investments and grow some more. So how long does it take? How long would it take you to get to that $4,000? Some people already have the $4,000, but maybe a lot of you, just like me, I don't have that much money. I have more money now, but that's because I have to work a lot of extra overtime and travel and do things like that. But for people that it's really tight, really hard to save, you gotta start saving. Don't make any excuses to why I'll start saving whenever I pay off all my debt, or I'll start saving once I graduate from college, or I'll start saving once I get a promotion or I get a raise, or just name the excuse. It's an excuse. So start with a number that you're comfortable with. If you're comfortable with, hey, I can sacrifice a Happy Meal, once in a while, and throw that extra money that I would have spent on a Happy Meal and put it into an investment account. Say it's like $5. You throw $5 in every once in a while. How often do you go to McDonald's? How often do you go to Wendy's or Dairy Queen or wherever you like to go? You name your poison, and you waste money on that, knowing good and well it's not healthy for you or your kids eating that same stuff. And you're like, let me just throw this $5 into an account. You just do it right off the bat. You don't think about it. You just put the money in there. Or better yet, as soon as you get paid, you'd be like, I'm going to throw $50 of my paycheck into a savings account. Every time I get paid, I'm going to put $50 into an account, and I'm going to save it. So let's say you get paid, I don't know, every other week. So how many weeks is that? That's 26 paydays a year. You put $50 into an account, and now you've already got, after your first year, $1,300. Not a lot, not all that glamorous, but also look at it like this. Start putting into an account that has high interest. What accounts pay high interest? Well, if you look around, you do a Google search, you're not going to find it. You're going to find it through Blockify. And in Blockify, just put in cash. You don't have to buy any Bitcoins. You don't have to do anything crazy like that. Just put cash in. Just put cash in, treat it like a savings account, and you can earn 8.6% interest right now. It's not a lot, but it's something. And let's say if they ever go down, they ever drop it down, and it's too costly for you to put money in there, you're not making any money on it, start putting it in stocks. So once they stop paying you interest, take all your money out, put it in stocks. All it's going to do is hurt them in the end, because now they got no money for them for investing, but it's not going to hurt you. You're just going to take the money out, you're going to put it into dividend stocks and make some more money. So with, let's say you saved up for a year, you earned yourself your 8.6% interest, and now you have an extra $111.80 on top of your $1,300 that you had initially put in. So isn't that great? That's some great money right there. So you take that money and you roll it all together, and let's say they cut the interest. You're not getting any more interest from BlockFi. Say they get rid of it. So now you just buy stocks. So on average, if you invested in good stocks, long-term stocks that have good history, good value, you believe in them, it's not just stocks in general, but dividend stocks, something that's going to return money back to you, and you start putting all that money in. That's about $1,400, a little bit over $1,400 that you can buy. Easily you could buy one share of Tesla. But Tesla's a growth stock. I mean, that's good for growth, but for me, you want the dividend. You want the dividend income so you can keep growing the account, keep reinvesting, and keep growing how many shares you own in a particular company. Now remember here that you want to diversify. You don't want to just put all $1,400 into one company. You want to kind of spread it out. So what I do is I would put the $1,400 in and then pick 14 different companies and buy $100 worth of share on each company that I liked. And I would look for something that was about 5% or higher, maybe not above 9%. I think that's a little too risky, but anywhere between 5% and 7%, maybe that's a good number to deal with. Between 5 and 7% will get you that average of about 6%. So if you put that money in there and you put $1,400 in, before you know it, every single year you keep building that account, adding another $50 every pay date, another $50, another $50, another $50, and you wait out 10 years, you're going to have a large sum of money. And then on top of that, you're also earning your dividends. Of course, yes, you'll have to pay more in taxes, but it's not going to be that much. Don't be afraid to pay the taxes. It's not a lot of money. So you got to look at your grand scheme of things. You got to look at what the future is going to be. Sure, you got to pay tax on it, but your goal is not to pay the tax. Your goal is to make it so you have extra cash in your pocket. So let's start with something simple. Let's try to go for that Big Mac. Let's try to make that extra $20 a month something we can go celebrate. Put the $10 back into an investment, or take that $10 out and put it in a high interest, savings account, so that you can pay Uncle Sam later and you'll get some more interest while you're waiting. Let's do that. I think that's a good plan. Let's start small and work our way up bigger. Or maybe you don't want to take out the $10. You want to keep building the account. By all means, do so. I just gotta start small. It's like the how the saying goes: if you gave a kid an elephant and you gave an adult an elephant and you asked them to eat the entire elephant and ask them how would they do it, how would you prepare it, what would you do, the kid will give you the most simplistic answer possible, and they would say one bite at a time. While you look at the adult with our complex mentality and we're like, well, first we got to hunt it down, we need to chop it up, we need to store it in the fridge, and then we're going to season it and saute it and blah 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 blah. While the child has the simplest mentality. We need to start thinking like kids here. Keep the math super simple. Take $50, take $10, whatever it is that you can comfortably put into savings, and start saving. That's the hardest part of this whole thing. People don't save, you're never going to be able to get out of the situation that you're in, or even grow an account so that you can get to one day pull money from it. It may not be a glamorous, huge allotment amount, but let's say that throughout life you get an extra bonus every once in a while. Instead of wasting that bonus, reinvest that bonus. Build your savings account. Build that investment account. So that's all I got for today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. And if you did, please like, share, really share it. and subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll try to post as often as I can and very frequently. Thanks again for visiting again, and I hope to see you guys next time.